So I'm getting this song. So this is love. So this is love. And this is going to be for you if you have been feeling your divine counterpart for a while now, but you haven't come into union with them yet. And you're gonna know. Okay, sorry I yelled. Let me reel it back. You're going to know that this message is for you. But this is a divine counterpart reading. And there's actually been a lot of love in the air recently. Like, I've been seeing tons of people doing readings on love. But this isn't so classic. I mean, it will be kind of like fairy tale or like storytelling vibes of love, but like that's like not really what this reading's about. Like, that's like a part of the story when you get to that point, but this is more so about the divine counterpart union or coming together. So what I'm getting really is that like there is a very, very massive point in time that you and your divine counterpart are going to come together. And there's been almost like a mapping. Sorry. There's like phlegm in my throat that I'm clearing out. It's kind of hard to explain. I'm getting this image almost of like this map that doesn't make any sense, but there's little like lines in different places and then like symbolism in different areas also. What is up with this? I only cough and burp when I do readings, which is so interesting to me. This could be like something that you haven't really like talked to very many people about, but you've just been feeling it inside, and that's why there's like obviously like throat chakra clearing that's coming through right now. So anyways, there's this like map that I'm seeing. It's almost like a map, but it's kind of like more of like a web of like symbolism and lines and strings, almost like strings that are tying things together. And I think that this is a map that your angels are using to pull this divine moment of time together. And I think that that's why I'm seeing this image. Because this is a moment in time that is like it's been so intricately woven into the pattern of you and your person. And I think that your person and you have both been on this really deep journey of falling and finding oneself and like becoming. So you've both been like really, really deeply becoming your highest being or calling your highest self into you. And that has been such a deep, like almost like repatterning of your system. You've been reteaching yourself how you want to be and who you want to be in this world, how you want to show up, and you've been almost like what is up with this? There's like a sense of I say repatterning, reprogramming. So you're taking like things that you've thought or experienced in the past and you're like, I don't love those versions of me, or I don't love the way that I respond to this specific thing, and you've been like kind of like reteaching yourself and using repetition to teach yourself how you do want to respond in those ways. So like, again, this deep sense of becoming. And your partner has been going through this also, because what's bound to happen is that you're both becoming this version of yourselves that are in frequency with one another. So you've always been destined to be with one another, but the issue is that you've both been in like these weird positions, and you have to become the people that you're meant to be together, because there's this really I'm getting like what's it called, like master partnership, you know, like I can't remember the word, tell me if you know what it is, but like when partners are like, the world like really appreciates those partners together because they have such a like frequency match, and they pull out the best things in each other, and they also inspire others through their union. So like really like masterful partnership. But I'm getting this that like you're both just like still becoming. I think you're like rising the ladder, and that this is coming pretty soon for you, which is why this is like, it's probably feeling super potent in your body and in your energy, because it's coming sooner rather than later. And I think that it's hard because when we put stuff on timelines, it's just a little bit confusing. But remember that your angels have been orchestrating this moment for you and your partner for a very, very, very long time. There has been so many ties beyond us, beyond time, where the angels have been taking strings and stringing things together so that all these things would come together for this moment in time for you guys to divinely fall into union. What is up with this? This is quite the message. Oh, I wanted to say, there's this thing about time where we tend to like want things to come sooner and sooner, but really everything does happen exactly when it's meant to. And like, I think you know this already, but the thing about time is that when I say it's coming sooner rather than later, wherever you're at in life, think about where you're at and how long you've been on Earth. So the distance from that time versus when this is happening that's longer than this, if that makes sense. That's why it's coming sooner rather than later. Now, it could be a few more years, it could be within months. Since this is a collective reading, I would have to really go deep into individuals to find like exact time frames. But I feel like you, beyond me, are gonna know this so much more deeply than even I do. You're gonna know that this is coming for you, and you're gonna feel it rolling closer and closer. But the only guidance right now with regards to this, I think, one, you're kind of like almost unsure if you even need or want a partnership anymore because you're becoming so secure within yourself. And I think that that's why this is coming through. One, to remind you that this partnership is still coming, and also to remind you to continue doing the work in becoming, because that is what is pulling you closer and closer to this union. So the more energy you put into this becoming within self is pulling you closer to this divine moment in time that has been so deeply, intricately orchestrated by the angels for the union that you have always pretty much dreamed of. Literally, as that message is ending, my ears started ringing. So I love you. If this message resonated with you, please let me know, and I will see you in the next message.